Tiny here from Off Tap Brewing. I was just cutting lamb and my fingers smell good. Okay, I'm just going to do a demonstrational tip video for you guys. You guys out there that don't know how to do yeast starters, or you don't have the ingredients you need to do a yeast starter. Take a plastic cup, fill it with some water. I just use water out of the tap. Take your yeast starter, take your yeast and your cup, bring the two together. Now there's no sugar in this. This is called rehydrating your yeast. There's no sugar in that. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it there. I am, however, going to cover it with a little bit of cling wrap. I'm pretty sure that cling wrap was made for girls. It doesn't like boys at all. I can't use it. It sucks. It gets everywhere. It doesn't work properly. Anyhow, and then I take a small something and I put a little hole in the top of that. I'll leave that sit, and that will just rehydrate my yeast. The idea behind that is to give it a better chance of surviving when you pitch it into your wort. So I'll come back in about probably 20 minutes when that has turned into a big coagulation, or whatever you call it, when it's hydrated and stopped looking like powder, and you'll see what I mean. It looks a lot healthier. Alright, that's been about 20 minutes, half an hour. Oops, getting the mess everywhere. I'm not using this yeast for any sorts of brewing. It was just the yeast that was under the lid. Smells great. You can see it in there. It's rehydrated. The whole thing's gone all milky. That would probably be how I would do it if I didn't have the ingredients to do a proper yeast starter. You can also go ahead and feed that if you like. Just something a bit off topic, but you can, with that, you can go and whoop, that's a bit small. A fork will do. You can go and put a little bit of just table sugar in that, which I've just done. As I said, I'm not using this for anything, so I'll just don't have to sanitize any of this. Give it a bit of a stir up. And that yeast will go ahead and start eating that sugar and start multiplying. You leave that for another 20 minutes or so, and by that time you've got your kit and kilo done, and this is ready to go. Like I said, you don't have to add the sugar. You can just rehydrate your yeast. You don't need to, convert that. That's just converted that into like a small yeast starter, on the fly. But yeah, very simple process. Rehydrate your yeast, give your yeast a better chance of getting into your beer a lot quicker, reduce those off flavors, and increase the quality of your beer. On that little yeast hydrating thing I did, I left it on the sink. I haven't tipped it out yet, but after I added that little bit of sugar, that's what happened to it. So it started going off its head. Absolutely awesome. Smells increased. I would be confident if I had done that in a sterile environment. I would be confident to throw that into a kit and kilo, or even an all grain or something. I'd be confident that my yeast count is greatly increased, and that I'm going to have adequate amount of yeast to start healthy and leave less flavors. So for you guys out there that just basically don't have the stuff to to do yeast starters, proper ones, and do them properly, yeast hydrating. Yeast hydrating is awesome. It works. I've done it many times. I've done it with water and just plain water. I've done it with water and a little bit of sugar. And they all work. Okay, remember, beer makes you smarter.